Hi, myself G. Murli, and this is a project-led project on the topic of a study and performance appraisal system, and my guide was Evangeline Joshua. This is an introduction to the title. Performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is defined as a process of assessing the performance and progress of an employee or a group of employees on a given job on his their potential for future development. It consists of all formal procedures used in a working organization and the potential of employees. According to Flippo, performance appraisal is the systematic and periodical and an important rating of an employee's excellency in matter pertaining to his present job and his potential for the better job. Statement of the problem. Performance appraisal is a process of assessing and summarizing and developing the work performance of an employee. In order to be effective and constructive, the performance management should make every effort to obtain as much as objective information from the employee performance as possible. This studies aim to analyze the performance appraisal method that is being followed. Objective. Primary objective to study the performance appraisal system. Secondary objective to find the employee's personal opinion and satisfaction of employee towards the performance appraisal system. Reviewing of the current performance system in order to enhance productivity and obtain global standards. To provide suggestion and recommendation from the study conducted. To find out the satisfaction level of the employee. The scope. The scope of the study is that it will help in the process of identifying the employees' views on the implementation of the performance system. This study overcomes a knowledge method that is being followed in the performance appraisal process in the organization. Limitations. The unavailability of past data. Organization does not hold proper records of the previous appraisal process and outcome. Sampling error due to newcomers to the organization. These are the limitations that has been found by myself in that organization. Review of literature. These are the review of literature that has been reviewed by myself. Deepa et al. Has summarized the performance appraisal method as a whole, the framework and its relationship with different job-related concepts as well as issues related to performance appraisal. Such a performance appraisal is related to job satisfaction and organization behaviors. Weissel summarized that the performance appraisal process may be unsatisfied for most people in the industries. The performance appraisal serves a number of variable organization purpose. The performance appraisal is a complicated as there is a cultural behavior that people would be rewarded for outstanding performance yet does not like to receive negative feedback. Boncho summarized that the study was focused on the employees' perceptions on the performance appraisal method, whether the bias or error related to the approaches. Research methodology. For any research, the methodology used has gotten very great significance. The effect used of the methodology will prove the validity of the finding. The success of the research depends mostly on the methodological adopted for this study. The employees are selected from all the departments. Type of the research. The type of the research design used in the project was descriptive research because it helps to describe a particular situation prevailing with an within a company. The major purpose of this research is description of the state of affair as it exists at present. Here the researcher has to report what has happened or what is happening. Population size. The total population size of an organization is 600 and the sample size has been 100 out of them. Data analysis. This is the data analysis related to the accurately measurement of the PI system, in which 9% were strongly agreed, 33% agreed to the situation, 31% were neutral to the question, and 27% disagreed with them. This is the data analysis that's showing the satisfaction level on the rating system that has been followed. Strongly, 6% of them were strongly dissatisfied, 50% were satisfied, and 30% were neutral to it, and 14% were not unsatisfied. This is the data analysis that is used for response rating feedback. I mean the feedback that has been rated. 21% were strongly agreed to it, 55% were agreed to it, 25% were neutral to them. This is a data analyst showing the hard work whether it has been recognized in the organization. 48% of people agreed to it and 15% were neutral to the question, 13% disagree, and 24% were strongly disagree to it. And this is a correlation data analysis that was put in between the employee designation and recognition of hard work, in which that the coefficient that was been found was 286, which is less than 5.5%. So there was no significance between the employee designation and recognition of hard work. Data analysis showing that whether there is a regression connectivity between the training and development plan, in which where the p was found was 0.03, which is less than zero point 0.5. Hence there is no significance between the training and development plan that was given to them. This is a data analysis to find the chi-square test for the education of respondents and a level of understanding of the performance of the system, whether there is any link between the education standard and the level of understanding standard towards the system. And what was found was it was 0.00, which was less than 5, which was less than 5. So the H1 was being accepted. There is a significance between the respondent and level of understanding of the performance system. Data analysis and intent for this is another test that has been found for age and the satisfaction level of the performance appraisal system, salary that has been provided after the process. Here also H1 was been objected because the F was 1.1 and the P value was 2.46. Then so the salary was, so there's a significance between age and satisfaction level of the salary after performance system. These are the findings which I have explained previous for the testers which I have shown in the clip. These are the suggestions which I provided to the organization. The awareness about the system, performance appraisal system, can be created towards a seminar. The performance appraisal system should be implemented and can be reviewed on a off-year basis. The company can arrange some competition within the organization like Best Performance Award, Employee of the Month to encourage them. There should be some proper pre-performance and post-performance counseling given to the employee. Overtime should be considered at the time of performance appraisal as it could motivate the employee to perform better for longer hours. I like to conclude that the performance appraisal system is the system that is helpful in correcting and identifying opinion and satisfaction of the employees and got remedy measured to improve the performance appraisal system to effective. The study has examined the power employees assumption on the performance appraisal system that has been followed. Thank you.